Deep in the heart of the city, there was a pet store that had been in business for decades. It was known for its vast array of adorable and exotic pets, from cuddly kittens to rare ragdolls. Despite its reputation as a friendly and welcoming place, there were whispers among the locals about something sinister lurking inside. Over the years, pets would go missing from the store, and the staff would hear strange noises at night and claim to have seen shadowy figures moving through the aisles, but no one could ever explain what was happening. One day, a young girl named Emma walked into the pet store with her mother. She was fascinated by all the different animals on display and begged her mother to let her get a new pet. After some persuasion, her mother finally relented, and Emma chose a fluffy gray kitten. As they were leaving the store, Emma heard a faint mewing coming from somewhere deep within the building. It sounded like it was coming from the storeroom, and Emma couldn't resist investigating. She snuck back into the store and made her way to the storeroom. As she opened the door, she felt a chill run down her spine. The room was dark, musty, and filled with rows of cages. But the most unsettling thing of all was the fact that there were no pets in any of them. Suddenly, Emma heard a sound behind her. Spinning around, she saw a pair of glowing green eyes staring back at her from the darkness. Terrified, she backed away slowly, only to find herself surrounded by more pairs of glowing eyes. The creatures were unlike anything Emma had ever seen before. They were small, almost rodent-like, but their eyes glowed with an otherworldly light, and their razor-sharp teeth gleamed in the dim light. Emma tried to scream for help, but no one could hear her. She was trapped, alone in the dark, with the creatures closing in on her. Suddenly, a hand grabbed her shoulder, and Emma turned to see one of the store's staff members standing behind her. The staff member led Emma out of the storeroom and back to her mother, who had been frantically searching for her. As they left the store, Emma couldn't shake the feeling that something was still watching her from the shadows. Over the next few weeks, strange things began to happen in the city. Pets would go missing, and people would report seeing glowing green eyes lurking in the darkness. Despite the rumors, the store remained open, and business continued as usual. But as time went on, more and more people began to disappear. The creatures were growing bolder, and no one knew how to stop them. Finally, a group of brave citizens banded together to investigate the pet store. They entered the building under the cover of darkness, determined to uncover the truth behind the strange occurrences. As they made their way through the store, they found cages filled with grotesque creatures that looked like nothing from this world. They were covered in fur, scales, and feathers, and their eyes glowed with an otherworldly light. Suddenly, the creatures attacked, swarming the group from all sides. They fought back with everything they had, but it was no use. The creatures were too strong, too fast, and too numerous. In the end, only a handful of the group managed to escape alive. They fled the pet store, leaving the creatures behind to continue their reign of terror. To this day, the pet store remains closed, abandoned and forgotten by the city. Some say that the creatures still lurk inside, waiting for their next victims. Others claim that the store is cursed, and that anyone who enters will never return. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain: the pet store holds a dark and terrifying secret that no one may ever fully understand.